Second match of the day on All-Star Wrestling. In the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, Dangerous Daisy McColl, 230-pounder, 6 foot tall, has a match against the Frog. The Frog. Don't exactly know where the Frog is from. He just put down on his wrestling notes from a nearby lily pad. However, the Frog, 187 pounds, 5'9", managed by Suzie Tanner. And, of course, that's none other than Jonathan Sayer, as you see in the corner. Oh, hey, nice move by the Frog. Now, I don't know whether referee Gary Allen saw that one, but the Frog went over and helped Jonathan Sayers exit the ring. Jonathan Sayers usually needs all the help he can find, so I'm sure he wasn't terribly upset about that. The Frog, very popular with the fans here. He's only 187 pounds, 5'9", but he will take on all comers, and it doesn't matter what their size. And Mauro Ranallo's been up at our broadcast location from time to time. Mauro, this guy, the Frog's popularity with the fans is astounding.
Yeah, he sure is popular with the fans, Mr. Ed Carl. But, you know, when you see him up in the ring there against the guy like Doug McColl, his size and stuff like that, one day the Frog's size disadvantage is really going to hurt him, I'm afraid.
Well, maybe, but there's no question that, you know, he's got an awful lot of wrestling talent. This guy, the Frog, can get out there and really wrestle.
Granted that, Ed Carl, granted that. He is an excellent, fine, scientific wrestler.
Beautiful moves there by the Frog.
It's just that wrestling is not all moves and stuff. There are going to be guys like Doug McColl who know the intricacies of the sport, who know the sneaky little plays maybe, and, you know, size is going to be a disadvantage for the Frog.
Well, sneaky is right whenever you get Daisy McColl in the ring.
His name is Doug McColl, Ed.
Well, the fans like to call him Daisy McColl, and of course, when you see some of his antics outside the ring, you understand why they call him Daisy McColl.
The man is entitled to whatever he chooses to do there.
Now there's McColl with one to the right to the head. You know, I get a little worried about it. I've noticed in the last little while, incidentally, that you've been spending a little time over talking with Jonathan Sayers these days, and noticing what you're wearing, you're starting to look a little bit like Jonathan Sayers.
Ed Carl, you know, as the weeks have gone by, I've been sitting up here in the broadcast booth trying to do my best, you know, trying to help you out with the matches, but I don't think you appreciate it that much. And the way you take pot shots at Jonathan Sayers and stuff like that, you know, I've been talking to Mr. Sayers, and he really isn't that bad a guy.
You're kidding. You were talking to him?
Like I said, Ed Carl, every man is entitled to his own opinion. And hey, you want to know something? I have seen the light, so to speak, maybe.
Oh, my gosh. Well, here we go again. Look at that move. Now, you saw that. Granted, it was a low blow, but referee Gary Allen didn't see it. And hey, if you can get away with it, go ahead and do it. Well, that's starting to sound an awful lot like Jonathan Sayers.
The name of the game is to win, Ed Carl, and people have to go to such extremes to win, and let them do it. If the referee doesn't see it, that's fine. I told you the Frog's size is going to be a disadvantage. You see him as he got hoisted out of there very easily by Mr. McColl.
Well, there's no question that the Frog only weighs 187 pounds. Doug McColl at 230 pounds. But, you know, the Frog is in very, very good shape. Now, you look at Doug McColl. Does he look like he's in good shape to you?
Well, he's not all that finely defined, let's say, but this isn't a beauty pageant, Mr. Carl. This is professional wrestling.
Finely defined?
Granted, he's not the most muscular person or the most physically in shape, but hey, like I said, he knows how to wrestle, and he's giving this Frog a wrestling lesson.
How about we call it like it is, flabby? Well, you can see him coming over to the side of the ring.
Oh, that's a nice slingshot maneuver there by Mr. McColl as he keeps the Frog out of the ring apron.
No question he's doing that. The Frog, incidentally, managed by Suzie Tanner, and of course, Doug McColl is the property of that man right there, or the foot of that man right there, none other than Jonathan Fuzzy Sayers.
Gentleman Jonathan Sayers to you, Mr. Carl.
I never touched him. Can you hear him over there? He lies like a rug, this guy. He really does. Oh, hey, look. Here comes the Frog. Look at that.
Good sunset flip, I'll admit it. Good sunset flip by the Frog.
Gary Allen having to really keep his eyes on that one. I want to remind the fans once again that videotaping of All-Star Wrestling, if you'd like to be out in the studio audience, it's right here at BCTV in Burnaby, British Columbia. We're doing it again next Monday night. That's next Monday night starting at 8 o'clock. First come, first serve at the studio. So if you'd like to be in the studio audience next Monday night, just be at the front door at BCTV in Burnaby, British Columbia. And we'll be looking for you. As I said, it's first come, first serve, so try to get there before 8 o'clock if you can. We've got some great wrestling action going here as Doug looks like he's going in. Looked like he was going to go in for the cover. Now, Morrow, what's going on? Why wouldn't he take advantage of that?
He hasn't finished with the Frog, Ed. Maybe the Frog has done something in weeks past to maybe rile up Mr. McColl, and he wants to give him a bit of his own medicine here.
Well, the address you see on the screen, of course, is the address if you'd like to drop us a line on All-Star Wrestling. And that's the other thing that all the wrestlers have mentioned to me is that they really enjoy getting their mail. And if you'd like to take the time to drop a line along to All-Star Wrestling, your favorite wrestler, or yours truly, Ed Carl, at Post Office Box 4700, Vancouver, BC, B6B 4A3 is the address. And there goes the Frog.
Wait a minute, it looked like the Frog pulled Mr. McCall's hair on that move there, Ed Carl.
The Frog would never do a thing like that.
I don't know about that.
You must have seen something wrong, Morrow. I'm getting to wonder about your eyes. It does come from hanging around with those people, but we'll get to ringside. Well, the Frog, and I guess you probably heard Mauro Ronaldo talking about the fact he thought that maybe you pulled somebody's hair in the ring.
Hey, I wrestle clean. I don't pull hair. I don't need to. I just try to wrestle and do the best that I can. I'm not like these other guys that come in here and use foreign objects and everything else.
Well, I know Doug McColl was not very happy about all that. We've got, speaking of all of the guys you've got with you, you've also got a new manager, of course, in Suzie Tanner now.
Hey, Susie's been around. She knows how to manage, and she's been doing a good job. Hey, I won this.
Yeah, you want to hold that one up because that's kind of a special belt for the Frog here.
Hey, I went out there. I was supposed to wrestle some guy named Karate 2, and I wrestled Doug McColl, and I ended up winning and beating him. I did the best I could, and I got it.
That's the Canadian Junior Heavyweight Championship belt that now belongs to this man, the Frog.
Yeah, hey, I'm proud of it. The people are behind me, and I'm going to do the best I can.
Now, standing alongside me here are an awful lot of girls from out of the All-Star Wrestling's wonderful world of women wrestlers, and I think we have with us Gidget, the first one around. Are you also with Suzie Tanner now?
Yep.
How long have you been wrestling, Gidget?
Oh, about a year.
And you've been hanging on to your own here in the match. You're kind of small for this game, aren't you?
No. Small things from a big package.
Well, I'll tell you that she certainly put on quite a match. You're going to see it a little bit earlier on as we go here. Suzie Tanner, I want you to come over here for just a minute and tell me what is going on. Like, where are you getting all of these women wrestlers all of a sudden?
Well, Ed, you know I've been around here for quite a while. I've got the Frog here. We've got this belt. The next woman in my team's going to have that belt, Iron Maiden. So look out. I'm going to have a stable of belts here.
Well, Suzie Tanner's been saying that for quite some time, but of course Jonathan Sayers and what's his name, Neil Drumstick, and his group out there have also been putting together quite a number of wrestlers.
Neil Drumstick, he don't even have enough meat on him to be called a drumstick.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I don't think anybody could argue with you on that one.
Hey, well, listen, I won the belt, and I'm ready to challenge.
Wait a minute. What?
You call yourself a champion?
What is going on here?
Huh?
Oh, that looked like Vern Siebert. I can't believe what is going on here. He took a pretty good clout on the top of the head, but of course he's got that mask on, which is making it a little bit easier for him. That is padded a little bit in there, I hope.
Hey, what is this, Ed Carl? Who was that?
I don't know. That looked like Vern Siebert.
No, I've seen that face before. I can't say who it is right now because it doesn't really click here. But I've seen that man before in the years that I've been around here.
Hey, I don't know who it was. I'm willing to challenge anybody. I'm not going to sit back and just keep it to myself. Now it's gone. What is this? Another guy with Jonathan Sayers or somebody? These guys are always doing something. I don't know who he was, but I want him.
I don't know who he was either, but I can tell you he did look like Vern Siebert. Now, I'm not saying it was Vern Siebert, but he looked like him.
Hey, Vern Siebert, whoever. Somebody took it, and they come in here, they do this stuff. That ain't wrestling. People coming in and hitting people and everything.
I can't believe it'd be Vern Siebert anyway. The Vern Siebert that I knew would never have the courage to do that, but we'll be back on All-Star Wrestling with lots more.